current concepts of the past are often rather erroneous because we are so technocratically orientated and believe that progress in machinery and robotization equals human progress. For example, anyone thinking of traditional letter writing in the time of the internet and social media might scoff at the idea of returning back to handwriting. However, many of the letters written by the great poets of the past proved to be superior literature. Similarly, the common notions pertaining to the Middle Ages, a highly romanticised and also maligned age of Western history, are often simply incorrect. No one at that time believed that the earth was flat. No one took seriously the notion of the chastity belt. It was just a male joke for a male audience, as has been amply demonstrated in a previous book. Furthermore, the concept of the jus primi noctis, that is, the alleged rule that a nobleman was entitled to the first wedding night with the bride of his subjects, is plainly absurd. Another feature we use as a litmus test of our modern superiority over the past is the notion that people of earlier times were dirtier than us today, and that they did not yet know any bathing culture. Again, it has been demonstrated in a number of studies that this is mostly erroneous and an expression of our modern hubris. If that were not enough, we can also turn to the idea, which is developed in the current article, that people in the pre-modern age died at an early age, and that there were few old people. Many scholars from very different disciplines have struggled with this question, but when we turn to the literary evidence from the early to late Middle Ages, we discover that much depends on the circumstances, the viewpoints, the selected material, the poet's intentions, and the archaeological evidence. Both old age and childhood are not normally discussed by courtly or heroic poets. However, this study brings to bear a wide range of literary sources that shed important light on the many different perspectives which suggest that old age was a rather relative term. It assembles evidence from various European literatures from the early, high, and late Middle Ages. We encounter wise and foolish old people, old leaders, and sick old people, and suddenly face a highly complex panoply of medieval society, where the terms young and old are revealed to be dependent on the respective discourses. Even though many old people today live much longer lives than their predecessors, this does not mean that there were not many old people with many important functions and social roles. In short, the paper deconstructs yet another myth about the Middle Ages and forces us to take a much more nuanced approach to the humanities, social and historical studies, art history, and anthropology.